Hello, my name is Mukesh and I am the student specializing in Linux embedded system topics and projects. Today I am going to present my final project which focuses on IoT-Enabled GPIO Control, integrating kernel modules and web server in Yocto Build for Raspberry Pi. In this presentation, I will walk you through the architecture, delve into the specifics of my contribution, discuss the challenges faced and share the lessons learned during the journey. Let's begin with the system overview. So, as you can see, in the hardware we have a Raspberry Pi which is connected to the home router, and then there is anybody within that Wi-Fi network. Within that Wi-Fi network can send TCP command to the Raspberry Pi to control the GPIO. Okay, the web server will receive the request and send commands to the GPIO kernel to turn on and turn off the power on or power on the GPIO connect. So this is the this is the Yocto recipe file, which has a proper license and GitHub repository link, plus the script to load the module on startup. Okay, and it properly compiles it, installs the module that I've on. Now I'll also give you a short demo of my system. So as you can see here, okay. As you can see here, let me connect to the Raspberry Pi. If you can see here in the D message, the driver is already inserted at the reboot. So now let me submit the request. Let's see. Now you can see set to 0 and the device flash is closed. Submit. Now this is set to 1. There's a small bug, as you can see, the on and off, which can be resolved very easily. Further discussing the challenge faced and lessons learned is the hardware integration. Configuring the GPIO hardware interfaces presented initial difficulties. Through persistent troubleshooting and consulting documentation, I was able to do it. Permission issue. Trying to issue the kernel module to control the GPIO failed because web server didn't have enough permission. This was handled by assigning proper permissions to the kernel driver and the web server. For the conclusion and the future work, this project just gives a proof of concept of how Raspberry can be used for IoT-enabled smart systems. It has potential to include security aspect like authentication mechanism to allow users to send and request based on certain authentication mechanism, and connection over internet. Connecting the Raspberry Pi over the internet using reverse SSH or some other protocol to be able to control fully remotely over internet can be a basis of making a smart home. Thank you for your attention. I look forward for any questions and feedback that you have.